Good morning, and welcome to World in 5, your trusted source for comprehensive coverage of today's most pressing events, delivered with accuracy, integrity, and insight.
In Russia's North Caucasus Republic of Dagestan, a series of violent attacks on police officers, churches, and synagogues has resulted in numerous fatalities. The assaults, which coincided with the Orthodox festival of Pentecost, took place in the cities of Derbent and Makakala. At least 15 police officers, a priest, and a security guard were among the dead, while 6 of the attackers were killed, and authorities are currently pursuing the remaining suspects. Though the attackers have not been identified, Dagestan has previously experienced Islamist-related violence. We shall be reporting on this.
The incidents on Sunday targeted 2 churches and 2 synagogues. In Makakala, Dagestan's largest city, an Orthodox church priest was killed. The death toll of 15 police officers was confirmed by Dagestan's Republican leader, Sergei Malikov. Social media footage depicts individuals in dark clothing firing at police vehicles, followed by the arrival of emergency service convoys. In Durban, which hosts a historic Jewish community, gunmen attacked and set fire to both a synagogue and a church. An unofficial Telegram channel, MASH, reported that some gunmen had barricaded themselves in a Durban building. Additionally, a police vehicle was attacked in the village of Sergokal. Following reports that 2 of his sons participated in the attacks, police detained Magomd Omarov, head of the Sergokalinsky district near Makakala. Dagestan, a predominantly Muslim and economically disadvantaged region of Russia, has a history of jihadist activities. Between 2007 and 2017, groups such as the Caucasus Emirate and the Islamic Emirate of the Caucasus carried out attacks in Dagestan and neighboring republics like Chechnya, Ingushetia, and Kabardino-Balkaria. In March, following an attack on the Crocus City Hall near Moscow, Russian authorities blamed Ukraine and the West, despite the Islamic State group claiming responsibility. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has announced that the intense phase of fighting in Rafah, located in southern Gaza, is nearing its conclusion, though this does not signify the end of the war. He emphasized that the conflict would persist until Hamas is completely ousted from power. Netanyahu also mentioned that the Israeli military would soon be able to redeploy troops to the Lebanese border, where hostilities with Hezbollah have been increasing. We have Anthony reporting on this.
Netanyahu reiterated his rejection of the idea that the West Bank-based Palestinian Authority should govern Gaza instead of Hamas. In an Israeli television interview, he stated, "In the end, you will have to do 2 things. You will need the ongoing military demilitarization by the Israel Defense Forces, and you will need to establish a civil administration. I hope that with the support and management of certain countries in the region, I think this is the right way to move forward." He added, "I'll tell you what I'm not ready to do. I'm not ready to establish a Palestinian state there. I'm not ready to hand it over to the Palestinian Authority. I'm not ready to do that." Residents of Rafah have reported continued clashes, and Israeli airstrikes on Gaza City have resulted in the death of the Hamas-run Health Ministry's Director of Emergency Services. An aid distribution center was also struck. The IDF claimed it was being used by Hamas. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
At least 1,301 people have died during this year's Hajj pilgrimage, according to Saudi Arabian officials. The majority of the deceased were unauthorized pilgrims who endured long walks in extreme heat, with temperatures sometimes exceeding 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. More than 3/4 of those who died did not possess official permits and walked under direct sunlight without sufficient shelter, as reported by the official Saudi news agency SPA. Many of the deceased were elderly or chronically ill. We have Jensen reporting on this.
Health Minister Fahd al-Jalajal mentioned that efforts were made to raise awareness about the dangers of heat stress and ways for pilgrims to mitigate these risks. Health facilities treated nearly 500,000 pilgrims, including over 140,000 without permits. Some pilgrims remain hospitalized due to heat exhaustion. May Allah forgive and have mercy on the deceased. Our heartfelt condolences go out to their families, the health minister stated. Saudi Arabia has faced criticism for not doing more to ensure the safety of Hajj pilgrims, particularly unregistered ones who lack access to amenities such as air-conditioned tents and official Hajj transportation. During the pilgrimage, Temperatures in Mecca soared as high as 51.8 degrees Celsius, according to the National Meteorological Center. While countries worldwide have provided updates on the number of their citizens who died, Saudi Arabia had not publicly commented on the deaths or released an official toll until Sunday. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update. Thanks for tuning in to World in 5 for your daily dose of news and updates. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on breaking stories and insightful analysis.